From ancient period, the people or the human beings have been started hunting the animals for their food. And in doing so, they have used different tools which are made up of stones and certain metals like iron. They sharpen the stones and they sharpen the metals to hunt the animals, because they are very well known the properties of the solids, because the stones are present in solid form and hence they are hard and they can use to hurt the animals. And in the similar manner, as they become more and more civilized, the wood which is initially used to cook the food, they convert that wood into furnitures to lead the comfortable life. So the man is started concentrating on leading the comfortable life. Initially, only the kings and certain royal families are able to lead the comfortable life. But nowadays, everyone can lead the comfortable life, because in today's world, more and more techniques are developed and more the materials are there, and more different discoveries have been taking place. Due to that discoveries, we are leading the comfortable life. For example, if we take ACs, air conditioners, refrigerators, they are present in almost every home. And such discoveries are possible because we know the properties of gases and also liquids. So different fluids are used as lubricants because of their properties. So since we know the properties of solids, liquids and gas, we are able to lead the comfortable life in today's world. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the one of the chapter which is related to properties of solids, liquids and gas, that is states of matter. So as I have already explained certain basic concepts in matter in bridge course, okay, that is such as matter. So before going to know the properties of the solid substances, liquid substances and gaseous substances, first we should know what is matter, because these are all the solids, liquids and gas, these are all the forms of matter. Matter ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ್ರವ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಭೌತಿಕ ಗುಣಗಳು ಅದಾವು ದ್ರವ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ occupies space and has mass, and this matter can be classified into three types. Those are solids, liquids and gas. Okay, so these are the three different physical states of matter: solids, liquids and gas. And we have already studied the properties of solids, liquids and gas in bridge course, but also I like to explain the properties of these solids, liquids and gas. So first we will see what are the properties of solids. The first property of the solids is the solids have definite mass, shape and volume. The solids have definite mass, shape and volume. ಘನಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಗಾತ್ರ, ಆಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. They have definite mass, shape and volume. Now the question comes, why the solids have definite mass, shape and volume? Because the particles in solids are closely arranged. particles are closely arranged in solids. Hence, they have definite shape and volume. And again, why the particles are closely arranged in the solids? ಯಾಕೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿ intermolecular force is very strong. They have strong intermolecular force, and hence the particles in the solids have been closely arranged. It is because of strong intermolecular force, and due to this strong intermolecular force, since the particles are closely arranged, the density of the solids become very high. They have high density. They have high density, and hence due to the high density, they have high melting point and boiling point. They have high melting point and boiling point. So these are certain characteristic properties of solids. The first one is they have definite mass, shape and volume. Okay, ಘನಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ರಾಶಿ, ಆಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಗಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Then why they have definite mass, shape and volume? Because the particles are closely arranged. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಕಣಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕಣಗಳು ಏನಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಒತ್ತೊತ್ತಾಗಿ ಜೋಡಣೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. They are closely arranged. Then why they are closely arranged? ಯಾಕೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವು? Because they have strong intermolecular force. Intermolecular force ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Then what is intermolecular force? Intermolecular force ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು? When we consider the two particles, okay, or three particles, okay, ಈಗ ಮೂರು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ in between these particles there is an attractive force present, and that attractive force which is present between the particles is said to be intermolecular force. ಎರಡು ಕಣಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಏನು ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ is said to be intermolecular force. And in case of solids, the particles have very strong intermolecular force. Due to that strong intermolecular force, the particles come close to each other, and hence they are arranged closely in the solids. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಸಮೀಪ ಬರ್ತಾವು, ಬಂದು ಒತ್ತೊತ್ತಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾವು ಜೋಡಣೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೈ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಅದರ ಸಾಂದ್ರತೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಜಾಗದೊಳಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹೈ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೈ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ and they have high melting point and boiling point. So melting point and boiling point, as you all know, when we raise the temperature of certain substance, it will starts to melt at a particular temperature. That temperature at which substance starts to melt is said to be melting point. Dravana bindu anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, so if I consider the solid substance like iron, when we start to heat the iron at very high temperature, it will starts to melt at a particular temperature, and that temperature is said to be melting point. And another one is boiling point. Boiling point means the temperature at which the liquid starts to boil is said to be boiling point. ಕುದಿಯುವ ಬಿಂದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So if I consider the water upon heating, I will consider the water on heating, the temperature of the water rises, and at 100 degrees Celsius, when it reaches 100 degrees Celsius, the water will starts to boil. Water ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕುದಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the temperature at which water starts to boil is said to be boiling point, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So now you come to know that they have high melting point and boiling point. Why they have high melting point and boiling point? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ melting point ಮತ್ತು boiling point ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರುತ್ರಿ? It is because strong intermolecular force. So what actually happens during melting? Melt ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ substance ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ process? If I consider a solid substance, in the solid substance the particles are closely arranged. It is because they have strong intermolecular force. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾವು? ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ನೋ, that is they have strong intermolecular force, means attractive force is more. And when we start to heat this solid, okay, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Upon heating, the attractive force which is present between the particles go on decreases. Upon increasing the temperature, the attractive force which is present between the particles will go on decreases. Due to that, due to the weak force of attraction, the molecules will start to move away from each other upon heating. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದಾಗ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು? ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. And then they become loosely arranged. As a result of that, the solid substance get converted into liquid state. ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. It is because of weak intermolecular force. When that weak intermolecular force is present, when we start to increase the temperature, upon increasing the temperature, the molecules will start to move away from each other. As a result of that, the solid substance will start to melt, and hence it gets converted into liquid state. Again, if I further increase the temperature, so if I further heat this liquid, ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ again the molecules will start to move very far from each other. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ? ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್, the molecules will move very far from each other. The intermolecular force is very negligible. As a result of that, they gets converted into gaseous form. Liquid gets converted into gaseous form upon heating due to the movement of particles, and that movement of particles is due to the weak intermolecular force. So that you should know. If you know that concept, it will be very helpful in upcoming concepts, to understand the upcoming concepts. Okay, so remember that they have high melting point and boiling point because the intermolecular is strong in case of solids, and to break that we need more amount of energy, and hence they have high melting point and boiling point. So these are certain properties of solids. The next one is liquids. The next physical state of matter is liquids. So here the liquids, they have definite mass, volume, but not shape. It is the one of the property of the liquids. That is, they have definite mass, volume, but not shape. ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ರಾಶಿ ಮತ್ತು ಗಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಏನಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಕಾರ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Why they don't have definite shape? Because the particles are loosely arranged in liquids. The particles are loosely arranged in liquids. Okay, so due to that loose arrangement of particles in the liquids, they don't have definite shape. If you pour that water into any container, the container's shape they will occupy. Okay, whatever the shape of the container is there, that shape only the liquids will get. Okay, it is because the particles are loosely arranged. Okay, as we compare to the solids, the particles in them are closely arranged, but in case of liquids, the particles are loosely arranged. And in case of liquids, as we say, they are loosely arranged. Why they are loosely arranged? Because the intermolecular force is weak. The intermolecular force is weak, and hence the particles are loosely arranged. Intermolecular force ಏನಿರುತ್ತ್ರಿ, weak ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ particles ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾವು, loosely ಆಗಿ arrangement ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. And then the density of the liquids. What about density? As the particles are loosely arranged, in more space the less particles are present, and hence the density of liquids is low as compared to solids. So when we compared with the density of solids, the liquids have low density. And the next property is they have low melting point and boiling point as compared to solids. Solids compare ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ melting point ಮತ್ತು boiling point ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So once again I will revise it. The liquids have definite mass, volume, but not shape. Why they don't have definite shape? Because the particles are loosely arranged. Why the particles are loosely arranged? Because the intermolecular force is weak, and due to that the density of the liquids is low as compared to solids, because in maximum space minimum number of particles are present due to loose arrangement. And they have low melting point and boiling point because since the particles are loosely arranged and the intermolecular force is weak. As a result of that, in order to break the bonds which are present between the molecules, we need to supply lesser amount of energy as compared to solids. Solids ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ in case of liquids, the intermolecular force is weak. Already intermolecular force ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, weak ಇರುತ್ತೆ. As a result of that, if we supply the lesser amount of heat energy, the bonds will break and they gets melt and they get start to boil upon increasing the temperature. ಆ intermolecular force weak ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ heat energy supply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವು ಏನಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು. ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೋ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ liquids. The next state of matter and the third state of matter is gas. So these gas substances, they have definite mass but not have definite volume and shape. The gas particles are having definite mass but not have definite volume and shape. That means we cannot measure the gas volume, because if we place the gas in a cylinder, it will occupy the volume of that cylinder. But if you open that cylinder, then it will occupy the whole room. Okay, so that volume gets gone changes. As we move from one container to another container, it will try to occupy the maximum space in that particular region. Therefore, the gases, they have definite mass but they don't have definite volume and shape. Even shape is also, it is not definite. They have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Then the next property is the particles are freely move in space. So the particles of gas, they are able to move freely in space. So whatever volume they get or wherever they get space, they will start to move in that space because they have negligible intermolecular force. They have negligible intermolecular force. They have negligible intermolecular force, and the melting point and boiling point is very low. The melting point and boiling point is very low, as well as the density is very low as compared to solids and liquids. So these are certain properties of gas. That is, they have definite mass but not volume and shape. They have indefinite volume and shape. ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ರಾಶಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ ಆಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಗಾತ್ರ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Then the particles are freely move in space. Okay, because the intermolecular force is negligible. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. They don't have any attractive force. They have the attractive force but it is very negligible. Very small amount of attractive force is present. Due to that, they are not able to hold in one space or one place, and hence they will start to move in space freely due to the negligible intermolecular force or very weak intermolecular force. And since they are having very weak intermolecular force, the melting point and boiling point is very low because there is negligible intermolecular force. So if you supply the very small amount of heat energy, then they gets melt and they will start to boil and gets converted into gas. And the density is very low. Density ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, because in a maximum space very less number of particles are present and hence they have very low density as compared to solids and liquids. So these are all the properties of solids, liquids and gas. So these are the three physical states of matter that you observe more oftenly in your surroundings. Apart from these three states of matter, there is a presence of another two states of matter. Those are plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. So these are the another two proper states of matter, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. This plasma, it is present at very high temperature. This type of state of matter can be obtained only at extremely high temperature, such as during lightning and during welding. We will get the fourth state of matter, that is plasma, as well as in the stars. And if you take the sun, there we will get the mass and matter in the form of plasma. Then Bose-Einstein condensate, it is obtained at extremely low temperature. When the particles or substances are cooled under extremely low temperature, then we get the Bose-Einstein condensate. So these are the another two states of matter, but their properties are not much known, very well known, and hence we won't study about the plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. So just remember these two states of matter, names of these two states of matter, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate.